So we continue with our rolling coverage. India decides, and it's already 8 a.m. in India this morning. Welcome once again to the viewers of India and abroad on DD India. In the process of counting begins at the stroke of 8 a.m. IST India time, where postal ballots will be counted initially, while the counting of the votes on the EVMs or electronic voting machines will begin 30 minutes at around 8:30 after the commencement of the postal ballots counting. Remember, 7 intense high-octane phases of electioneering finally got them, culminating on this day today, D-Day, where India has already decided. But what is the decision that India has taken is going to be out in any moment from now, because the voting of the ballots at least has already kick-started. The fate of more than 8,000 candidates will be decided now.
Yes, we'll be getting you all the updates right there on your screens, on the bottom, on the sides as well. All the latest, already the tally showing one in the favor of the BJP of the 543 seats. That's because the BJP won the Surat seat in Gujarat uncontested, so only 25 seats in Gujarat have gone to polls. But all the story, the picture will start becoming clear from this moment on. Counting has begun. We can say that safely because these things do begin on time. There are hardly ever any delays, any hitches as far as this process is concerned. Initially, the postal ballots are going to be counted, and that might take about half an hour. And then the counting of the EVMs will start, and that is when we'll start getting updates very, very rapidly.
Okay, two big questions as we continue to discuss this with our special guests in our studio. Whether BJP-led NDA will continue its uninterrupted run, or this time around any surprises sprung by the India alliance led by the Congress party, whether the opposition will get to see has managed to put their flock together or galvanize and pose some sort of formidable challenge to the ruling dispensation of Bharatiya Janata Party, going by the exit polls. And in fact, let's have a quick comment from both our guests. So 8 a.m. we will get, it's just a matter of time, in fact, Chakshu, just a matter of time as we get the initial trends. But do you think that the exit polls have set the agenda or some, indication of the things to come?
We'll set the agenda for us, I guess, Chakshu.
Yes, absolutely.
I think it's going to be a long day for all of us. But
much awaited long day.
Much awaited long day.
Very exciting.
It's been a 2-month process culminating onto this day.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is that the exit polls are a conversation starter on bigger issues, on electoral outcomes. But as you were mentioning at the beginning of the program, which is that postal ballots are the first to be counted. And our viewers, many of them might not be aware, postal ballots it's not a simple process. So there are two kinds of postal ballots. Government employees who are posted abroad will get an electronic postal ballot, which means it will not be sent to them physically. It will be computer transmitted to them. They'll cast their vote and it will be sent back.
And how secure is that?
It's very secure. It's an encrypted system. Only very few people have access to it. It is OTP controlled, so there is no way of tampering with that process. The second part is that service voters, so for example, armed forces personnel, army personnel.
Chakshu, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you here. We'll continue this answer with you. But Shana NC from the BJP headquarters joining us this morning on this special broadcast. Shana, so how confident are you? Good morning and thank you very much for joining us. Please share your thoughts with us.
So I have waited only 40 minutes to get to you. So I'm happy to speak to you on multiple issues. But today being the day of triumph, day of history, I think it's imperative for us to salute.
We seem to be having an audio issue right now with China, NC China. We'll try and come back to you, so sorry for that. But Aditi, if I could come to you, we were talking about the exit polls and the way that these exit polls have come out, giving the kind of seats that it has done to the NDA. Should we also be talking, apart from 272, about 362?
I think if you look at BJP's own internal assessments, their own internal assessments are somewhere around 320. So if you extrapolate the exit poll predictions, it would not be perhaps a very surprising figure, because as the experts were earlier saying, even Chakshu was mentioning, one of your anchors was saying that sometimes the exit poll predictions are conservative, because obviously, you know, you do not want to project massive wins or massive landslides for anybody. But if you look at the ground and see what works for the BJP is what we need to see. Why are they actually saying, why are exit polls predicting this? Why is BJP saying that even 350 is not such a far-fetched target? Because if you look at their performance from 2014 on to 2019 and now to 2024, you see a clear pattern of a party which continues to retain its core base and expands socially and geographically, expands across class and caste groups, expands across rural and urban segments. These are hard data points. This cannot be contested. If you look at 2014 and 2019, you will understand what I mean. The question today we have to ask is, can the BJP retain the core base it retained in 2014 and 2019, which I mean the Hindi heartland belt, the cow belt, the northern states, and plus gains, can it make further gains as it made in West Bengal and Orissa last time? Can it make those kind of gains in the southern frontier, which is Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Andhra Pradesh?
So if, assuming that BJP manages, Chakshu, to make those gains, we also will get to see to what extent the space of the opposition, particularly Congress, has diminished. You look at 2014 and 2019 numbers, there has been a steady decline. In fact, I'm being told that Shaina is now with us live from BJP headquarters. We go across to Shaina. Shaina, extreme apologies for the technical glitch earlier, but it's always a pleasure talking to you.
I know, but you know,
you're okay. So how?
I just want to make 2-3 points.
Sure, please go ahead. Yes.
Firstly, I think today is historic because this is the first time in the history of India you have a Prime Minister who has won every single term with more and more margin, more and more vote share. You take 2014, 2019, 2024. You take the kind of votes, 17 crores voted for BJP in 2014. You had 22 crores voting for BJP in 2019, and this time we have over 25 crore people, Indians, voting for Prime Minister Modi. What does that say? That says clearly that they repose faith in the most popular Prime Minister ever. And this being a case study in the days to come, because when he talks about a Viksit Bharat, it is a vision. It is a dream, but a dream turning into reality. I think we need to applaud our honesty of our Prime Minister, because in 10 years there has not been one blemish on his career, not one case of any corruption. And most importantly, when you asked about the opposition, if I got your question right the last time, I would only want to say that the opposition today, with humility, should take a learning from the Prime Minister and Amit Shah and Naddaji, because genuinely if you look at Orissa, Kerala, West Bengal, Telangana, Andhra, Tamil Nadu, it is clear that you have had so many people saying that the BJP has no presence there, and he has worked tirelessly. The Sangathan has worked, and today we will have a BJP government in
Shaina,
all these states. So,
Shaina, could you put us a number for us in terms of what is the BJP expecting before the numbers actually start coming in? Is it still 400 par, or are you going to rationalize that or moderate that number?
Honestly, in this narrative, numbers don't even matter anymore. It's very, very clear that Jo Jeeta Wohi Sikandar, and if you have been able to sustain this kind of a vote share and this kind of popularity, I mean, kudos to Prime Minister Modi. Just to give you a reference to context, you know, 3 consecutive US presidential elections in America have not even got this kind of a vote as he has got in one election in 2024. Or for that matter, if you take all of the European Union and the UK combined, they haven't got the kind of voting that Prime Minister Modi has got.
Okay.
So I really think that it's a matter of pride for every Indian.
Okay, so this vote, is it for the Prime Minister Modi, the landslide win that you have already predicted along with your party, what would you attribute that to? A party as a whole, the report card, or first to the personality and the Modi magic that we have been talking about. This is for the Prime Minister only.
With utmost humility, let me tell you that this is clearly a charismatic Prime Minister beyond words. I mean, the way he has worked tirelessly for the Labharti, 60 crore
I'm sorry to interrupt you, Shaina.
changing.
We're getting some
And-
leads coming in at least on 2 seats, and right now it's
And if
a
you
total of 3
are
seats
able
actually.
to just comprehend the kind of welfare schemes that are percolated down to the poorest of poor, India, even as an economy from the 11th to the 5th to the 3rd, 25 crore Indians moving above poverty line, the schemes for the women, whether it's 11 crore gas cylinders to women and Ujjwala,
Okay.
or 13 crore toilets for women. I mean, this list is endless.
Okay.
So it is his
All
work
right.
coupled with, of course, the Karyakartas, and BJP being the largest party in the world today, it's a matter of pride for all of us.
All right, Shaina and C, thank you so much for joining us with those early thoughts on what we're expecting to see in terms of the results of the elections. And let me just tell our viewers that we have started getting in some leads as well already on 3 seats, 2 for the NDA and 1 for the India Alliance, or the India Alliance as it's been called by the ruling side. And that is just the beginning, just the postal
Yes.
ballots, the trends coming in, the first half an hour circle, but we will see these numbers going up very rapidly very soon.
Yes, so 3 out of 543. Remember, these are just the leads. As of now, neck and neck. We will not cross the, we will not jump the gun. But yes, NDA leading as of now. Chakshu, you can complete that point that we were talking about. 2, we don't know. We'll try and we'll get what are these seats on which state they are leading. But yes, you can complete your point on the opposition.
Yes, no, what I was mentioning was that in the first half an hour, we'll expect the postal ballots to be counted. This time around, I think there are about 2% of the total voting population, so roughly about 20 million postal votes. Contrary to what the name indicates, postal votes mean a whole number of things. They also include proxy votes. They also include voters who are above the age of 80 who vote from homes, and obviously service voters, which is paramilitary forces.
I think it's
armed
85 this time.
85 this
Yeah.
time. Incidentally, at one point of time, even people who were infected by COVID could also exercise postal vote. So that was one of the changes that was made in 2019. Now, one of the things that we have to understand about postal votes is that they are from all across and coming into specific constituencies. So the first half an hour, we'll see a lot of numbers coming in, but they will constitute a limited portion of the electorate.
So this is moving very fast. 7 on 7 seats, BJP is leading, and let's take a look at the Congress there. Oh, it's neck and neck. Yes, we can continue with your point, Aditi.
Yeah, this is an interesting statistic.
is going to move very fast.
So postal ballots are also significant. And also perhaps would the army personnel be covered
Army
in
and
that?
paramilitary personnel
So
as
what
well.
will be interesting to see is the trends here, because Congress made Agni Veer scheme a big political issue, a major election issue, and as we all know that Rahul Gandhi and Mr. Kharge have said that if elected to power,
They'll
we are
scrap
going
it.
to scrap
Yeah.
the scheme. And in fact, to be fair to the government, even Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh has been open about it, and he has said that we are looking at the scheme and that will be open to any modifications in the scheme if necessary. So it's not as though the government is not aware of any concerns that the armed forces might have.
Okay, so a bit more on the kind of contest we have seen in 2024. Like we've been talking about Prime Minister Modi versus who, going by the exit poll drubbing so-called to the opposition bloc. But let's see how it pans out today, where BJP is leading on 8. Well, Congress has come down to 4. But we'll keep an eye, Gautam, on those numbers. But
Yes,
the
there's a different
political
number
capital.
for the alliances
Yes.
that we're putting up on the screen, and then
Okay. Shashi Tharoor is leading from his constituency in Kerala. Let's take a look at that as well. Remember, this has been Shashi Tharoor's home turf. So are we really surprised?
No, not surprised at all, because you see Shashi Tharoor has a very strong command over the electorate of his area, and he's running for the 4th time, if I'm correct, from Thiruvananthapuram. And interesting contest there, Sakal, because Rajiv Chandrasekhar,
Yes,
the
pitted
Rajya Sabha
against
MP, You see,
Also a minister.
also Minister,
Minister of State
the
for
BJP adopted a very interesting strategy this year by asking all its top guns in the Rajya Sabha to go and test waters in the Lok Sabha electoral race. So you have Rajiv Chandrasekhar contesting from Thiruvananthapuram, you have Piyush Goyal contesting.
Do you see this as a stark contrast to what Congress did?
I do.
Major bigwigs from the Congress party. Even you don't expect Mallikarjun Kharge not contesting this time around.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand. Why would they not,
and Sonia Gandhi just one rally. I think she made that guest appearance.
She may. You can give her the benefit of the fact that she is now ailing.
Gautam, we can go through these numbers first and we'll continue to discuss.
Yes, let's bring it up. That's what the trends are showing right now. These are again postal ballots. So 10 for the NDA, India or in the NDA alliance, 9 and others of 1. And these are very, very early trends. 20 of the 543 seats. 1, of course, already in the BJP's kitty in the shape of the Surat seat that it got uncontested. And these numbers, as we've been saying, are prone to changing very rapidly, dramatically. Things could swing as well. So we're all very happy seeing these early trends coming in, but things could change as well very, very quickly as soon as the EVMs start getting counted, which will take another, well, slightly less than 15 minutes now.
What is also interesting, Chakshu, if you could just come in here, that even the trends are just going neck and neck as of now, the initial trends on the ballot counting. Chakshu.
So we were discussing Dr. Tharoor's seat, and it's interesting. Aditi mentioned that this is his 4th term. Since 1952, data seems to suggest that 50% of parliamentarians who come to Lok Sabha are first-time parliamentarians. So existing parliamentarians don't have a very good track record. There's a churn in parliament.
Because of anti-incumbency building up?
Possibly anti-incumbency, possibly parties not fielding their candidates again. And so seeing a candidate with 4 terms is quite an outlier, because since 1952, 50% of the candidates have lost.
We're also getting Rahul Gandhi is leading in Wayanad at the moment, which is again not a surprise. Again, Kerala.
Yeah. No, we will be looking at the margin of his victory this time, because Annie Raja, who's the CPI candidate, the left front candidate there, is a very formidable force also. And as we know, Pinarayi Vijayan, the Chief Minister of Kerala, has repeatedly attacked Rahul Gandhi, saying that if you really want some political backing and ground for yourself, go and fight the BJP. Why are you fighting allies?
Okay, so let's update our viewers. We'll continue with that point with you, Aditi. But Rahul Gandhi leading from the so-called safe seat of Wayanad in down south Kerala. NDA as of now leading on 13 seats. Remember, these are just the trends and not the wins. And also, which makes, to other breaking that we have is that from Thiruvananthapuram, Shashi Tharoor, the former minister in the UPA cabinet, is also leading from his home turf. And as we stay with these leads, let's quickly go across to DD India's presence of reporters on the ground from Varanasi of Uttar Pradesh. Deepika is going to be with us, and Vishal Baristu, I guess, is also joining us live from Jaipur in Rajasthan. And as we get our reporters connecting us live, you could just complete that point. We're talking about sharp contrast as far as the BJP is considered, the sitting ministers testing political waters in Rajasthan, in Karnataka. In sharp contrast to that, with Congress, you have.
The speculation was that more people from the Rajya Sabha will be put into the fray as far as the Lok Sabha elections are concerned. There was a lot of speculation about the finance minister and even the external affairs minister, which did not bear out.
3 ministers were not eventually fielded, Hardeep Puri, Nirmala Sitharaman and S. Jaishankar. Why? Because the party decided that some of the faces have to be in the field, firefighting. Like you see these...
Can we just go to the reporters? Deepika, if you could hear us, Deepika. So what's the mood there in Varanasi? We have been talking to you and discussing your reports. Virtually a no contest on cards. That's what the narrative has been building up. But this time, we are looking at the huge margin with which the incumbent Prime Minister is going to take the lead there in Varanasi seat, which he has won consecutively in 2014 and 2019. And the margin has increased subsequently. This time around, they're looking at 10 lakh par.
Good morning. Yes, this is what the slogan of BJP has been. Right now we are at the counting center and the counting here begins at 8:30, which means 10 minutes away from now. Let me quickly request my camera person to pan the camera and show you the visuals of how the preparations are currently underway at the counting center. More than 1,000 police personnel have been deployed, and not only this, the paramilitary forces have also been deployed across the counting center. There's a 3-layer security arrangement that has been put in place here in the counting center, and just 5 minutes back we had an exclusive interaction with Varanasi's police commissioner, who says that section 144 has also been imposed because there were rumors of riots which can take place in Varanasi. There are few videos which are circulating on social media, so there is a close check on social media which is also being ensured by the police commissioner. And apart from that, security arrangements have also been put in place. A last minute inspection is being right now done by the police commissioner here in the counting center. They've now gone inside
now,
the different
Deepika, that
polling
Prime
booths,
Minister
and
Modi
the polling
is
agents have also been
leading
allotted
in Varanasi.
Okay. So Prime Minister Modi is leading in Varanasi. Deepika, continue. BJP leading on 21 seats. Let's go back to our reporters, please. Deepika from Varanasi, Vishal Baristo from Jaipur, and Meghna from Ahmedabad, I guess. Can we go back to the reporters? Meanwhile, we look at those numbers where Prime Minister Chakshu as expected is leading.
So, two interesting things. I was reading some news reports which said that there were a number of people who filed nominations in Varanasi because they wanted to be on the ballot with the Prime Minister. If you look at data across the country, data suggests that on average every seat had about 15 candidates contesting elections, about 8,300 candidates in total for 543 seats. Augurs very well for a parliamentary democracy that there are so many candidates taking the plunge to fight an election, to contest an election. That's great. The last part, let's wait till about 8:30 and see as to how these numbers evolve during the course of the day.
They are already evolving. If you look at what we're getting on the screen right now, if you look at just BJP and the Congress, then it's 24 and 10. And if you look at the NDA and the India Alliance, that's 25 and 19. Others are stuck at 1. So let's try and go across to our correspondents as well. We just had a word from Deepika Mahato in Varanasi. Let's try and find out if we can connect with Meghna Dev in Ahmedabad to find out what is happening. In fact, we're being told that we just have Deepika at the moment with us. So Deepika, Prime Minister Modi is already leading in Varanasi. That's no surprise because, well, his margins have only gone up, as Sakal mentioned, in 2014 and 19, and now the goal is 10 lakh par, and the Congress has been saying that this is definitely not going to happen this time around with Ajay Rai. Now, what kind of a fate can we see with PM Modi already leading since the morning?
I think this doesn't come as a surprise to any of the voter here in Varanasi, because when we had a word, interacted with all the voters here in Varanasi, they were very optimistic, because since yesterday also, I'll very quickly tell you an interesting fact that people have been asking me, whosoever asks us that, are you from media? You know Modi is coming. They've been telling us, you know Modi is coming. So this is the kind of wave, Modi wave, we can witness in Varanasi. And if I tell you about the preparation and the confidence of BJP here, they've already placed an order of 250 kilograms of laddus, which will first go to the Vishwanath temple here in Varanasi, and then that will be distributed among the Karyakartas here. So the BJP, the Karyakartas and the voters are confident that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to win. Now the margin remains to be seen.
Yes, that Kashi Vishwanath corridor.
Lead of Smriti Irani leading in Amethi, so just wanted to add that as well. Diamond Harbour leads are also coming in.
Okay, let's quickly go across to Meghna joining us from Ahmedabad there in Gujarat. Can we have Meghna and also Vishal Baristo? Yes, they are there from Rajasthan. Meghna, over to you. So the mood is upbeat again, Gujarat. Was there any contest at all? And what is expected? Again, the victory margin, the number of votes that make your lead more consolidated.
Well, I'm here at the Gandhinagar Counting Centre, which definitely includes some of the constituencies from Ahmedabad as well, assembly constituencies from Ahmedabad as well. Obviously, we know in Gandhinagar, Union Home Minister and BJP senior leader Amit Shah is contesting from the BJP. There's also Sonal Patel who is contesting from the Congress. But in Gandhinagar specifically, if we talk about Sakal, the Congress has not been able to find any ground in the past 4 decades. It has not been able to get even a single term for its MP in the past 4 decades. Earlier, we know Lal Krishna Advani used to win from this seat. There has been, Atal Bihari Vajpayee had also won from this seat. Earlier, we had seen Rajesh Khanna or T.N. Shesha also lose from this seat.
Okay.
So it has been a BJP bastion, this seat specifically. And as you asked me about the contest that this time around can be expected in this BJP home turf,
okay,
when we talk about all of Gujarat, because last 2 times BJP has been doing a clean sweep. But
yes,
this time around, we definitely see there is a contest in the Banaskantha district of North Gujarat.
Okay.
We see a contest in Bharuch district of South Gujarat as well. So there are 2 seats, because in the Bharuch district, the Congress has given us a seat, fielded a candidate from its NDA bloc partner.
Okay.
Aam Aadmi Party's candidate is contesting from the Bharuch district. So we definitely see a contest in a few districts. Besides, while there is always a good margin win in Gujarat for the BJP candidates, this time around we will probably have to see how much of a margin does the BJP, BJP can manage to retain.
All right.
And as our panelists and you guys were talking about the Rajya Sabha members being fielded,
yes,
BJP fielding its Rajya Sabha members, Mansukh Mandavia from Porbandar and Parshottam Rupala from Rajkot is, are the examples when, from the Rajya Sabha, they have been fielded here in Rajkot and Porbandar.
Okay,
right,
let's quickly go across to Rajasthan's Jaipur, from where Vishal has been waiting to give his 2 cents, because you have travelled so extensively there, Vishal. Straight contest between BJP and Congress this time, but BJP in the previous 2 editions of Lok Sabha have swept those 28 seats that are in the fray, 25 seats in the fray, I beg your pardon. So what more are you picking up right now as
and
we
let me
continue
just
to get
add
some more
that
leads?
Om
Yeah.
Birla, Lok Sabha Speaker, is leading right now, and that's a seat from Rajasthan. Vishal, go ahead.
Vishal.
Well, a very good morning to you, Sakal and Gautam. The heat is on, and as Gautam just informed that Om Birla is leading. Now, this is the seat that Congress was looking for a tight contest. But let me tell you that Congress has not done well in the last 2 elections ever since Prime Minister Modi arrived on the scene. Both Lok Sabha elections it lost, and lost very badly. So if this time Congress, and as the exit polls predict that Congress is doing well in 5 to 8 seats, even if it wins 1 seat, then it would improve its tally, and if it goes to win 5 to 8 seats, then it would be a big question mark on the leadership of Bhajan Lal, who is the Chief Minister of Rajasthan, because last time BJP won 24 seats, 1 seat went to the Rashtriya Loktantrik Party from Nagaur. And this time also BJP is predicted to do well, but even if it loses 1 seat, then definitely it would be a big victory for the Congress Party, which did not win a single seat last time. So Congress, as far as Congress is concerned, we have VIP seats in Alwar, where Bhupendra Yadav, another Rajya Sabha candidate, is contesting.
Vishal, hold your thoughts. Just stay with me. BJP leading in Rajasthan. Okay, can we have that graphics also? BJP in Rajasthan leading on 10. Yes, fantastic. Congress way behind, only in terms of leads, and others will have to see whether it's an independent or any regional party out there. Gautam. Yes.
Yes, and at the same time, what we're hearing is that as far as Rajasthan is concerned, from Kota, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla is leading. If you look at what had happened in 2019, well, all the seats had gone in Rajasthan to the BJP, and there was 1 for others as well, none for the Congress there. And right now we've got leads on 14 seats coming in. We're not showing the figures on the left-hand side of the screen right now, but we had trends coming in. The BJP was leading by a large margin, I think, on 10 seats at the moment, and the Congress had 3. So the Congress, if this trend continues, will at least make some sort of a dent in a bastion that it had lost to the BJP, because it's a 2-corner contest in Rajasthan.
It seems to be a little bit of a turnaround here, because from Thiruvananthapuram in Kerala, we're getting some breaking news right now. Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar is now leading. Remember, he is fighting it out against Congress's Shashi Tharoor, who was initially leading from his own home turf. But Rajiv Chandrasekhar is as of now leading, and which makes Shashi Tharoor trail behind. So these are just the trends. Aditi, would you like to come in here as we stay with these graphics? Yes. Quickly.
Yeah, very interesting, as your trends are showing that Rajiv Chandrasekhar has taken a lead, but early trends right now, too early to say anything. But you know, South India, you're also your screen was showing Tumkur,
Yes.
Tumkur,
a
yes,
BJP
yes.
candidate leading from
Karnataka.
Tumkur, Karnataka. And Udupi also I saw, you know, the BJP candidate
Even
was leading.
Rajnath
So
Singh
strong,
leading
strong early leads coming in
Rajnath
for
Singh.
NDA. Rajnath Singh leading. In Rajasthan, you know, the Congress is hopeful of victory in around at least 4 to 5 seats.
Okay.
Because you see in Rajasthan in 2014 and 2019, the BJP had swept all the seats. In 2019, of course, 1 seat out of 25 had gone to RLP. This Hanuman Beniwal, who was part of the NDA at that time.
Right.
He is this time contesting on the side of India Alliance. So Rajasthan is also very significant. Do we have anything from Delhi yet? No.
Okay.
Nothing yet from Delhi, not seeing any update from Delhi. We're getting Varanasi, we're getting Wayanad, we're
Yes.
getting a lot of other seats as well. Amethi, we see BJP's Smriti Irani leading right now, and TMC's Abhishek Banerjee, and leading in Diamond Harbour. He is, I think, Secretary or General Secretary of the TMC, very close to Mamata Banerjee. And Manish Tiwari in Chandigarh for the
Chandigarh is
Congress is leading at the moment. Chandigarh, the Union Territory, but many see it linked with Punjab.
Okay, and now these are our VVIP candidates on your screen. Let's take a look at all the biggies in the fray, so to say. Manish Tiwari, former Union Minister in the UPA cabinet, leading in his seat in Chandigarh in Punjab. And after that, we also look at D. Purandeshwari of Bharatiya Janata Party. In fact, she is one of the key candidates from the BJP in down south Andhra Pradesh. We'll have to see if we're getting any leads on that as well. Sharmila Reddy contesting from Kadapa again in Andhra Pradesh. Remember, these are key candidates or VVIP candidates to watch out for, Gautam. We are looking at some of the key faces from down south Andhra Pradesh, where BJP is also poised to, Sharmila Reddy from the Congress party, where BJP is also poised to make some inroads when we talk about the south bastions. Well, all eyes are also set on Karnataka as well as Andhra Pradesh. Well, Kerala as of now, Rajiv Chand, yes, Smriti Irani from Uttar Pradesh, key seat, Amethi, leading, and Kishori Lal Sharma of the Congress. Obviously, was it really a contest?
I wonder what's happening in Rai Bareli. We'll soon get, and there you have it, another key contest between Shatrughan Sinha of the TMC and SS Ahluwalia of the BJP. That's a key contest that we're looking out for. We'll get to the trends on that. Another one is Azamgarh, where Nirawa is trailing against Dharmendra Yadav, the cousin of SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav. And if you look at some of the other key battles that could come up, we will be considering them as well.
Okay.
And if you could change those graphics, that would let us know what's happening next.
But the
as far as
trends
these
are
key
really neck
contests
and
are
neck,
concerned.
right? Yes. Trends are really neck and neck. BJP is leading in the state of Rajasthan. 2014-2019, remember, they completely demolished Congress in those 25 seats, shifting focus
All right, that's
to
a
West
big
Bengal.
one. Yusuf Pathan of the Trinamool Congress, the ex-cricketer, Kolkata Knight Riders, that was the association, also a Muslim face. They're leading against Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary,
Yes, that's big.
ticket leader of the Congress party in the Lok Sabha, a prominent figure and someone that Mamata Banerjee really blamed for the TMC and the Congress, the NDA alliance not coming together in West Bengal. So that's a huge thing. But again, early days yet as far as the ultimate outcome of each of these contests.
And Baramati, which is the bastion of Pawars in Maharashtra. Remember, Maharashtra was the second important state in terms of number, where you have a fraction-ridden NCP and Shiv Sena here. The key contest between Sunetra Ajidata Pawar of the NCP. It's a family contest, actually, versus Supriya Sule, the daughter of Sharad Pawar, NCP Supremo, pitted against each other. We don't know who is leading here, but this is a key contest also to look out for as far as Maharashtra is concerned. Shifting focus to Baramulla. Baramulla recorded the maximum voter turnout this time around 60%, 59.1%. Jammu Kashmir, Sajjad Lone of the People's Conference locked in tight battle against former Chief Minister of Jammu Kashmir, Umar Abdullah, from Jammu Kashmir National Conference. And now going back to West Bengal, this is Dilip Ghosh of the BJP giving a tough fight to Kirti Azad from the Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress, Durgapur in West Bengal. Okay. So, we have just had a look at these trends, 55 and 46. Initially, the trends are pretty much neck and neck, Chakshu. But what do you make of the key contests where It has
And
come
now
on
we're at the
expected
juncture
lines.
where the EVMs are being counted, I
Yes.
think.
Yes, I think at around the 8:30, 8:35 mark, the EVMs will come into play. But a couple of interesting things. On the screen, we just saw Kirti Azad, and just wanted to point out that in our electoral system, candidates can fight from anywhere. So Mr. Azad has fought from elections in other parts of the country as well. Another interesting point, initially in the program, we were seeing that Mr. Rahul Gandhi was contesting from Wayanad, but he's contesting from another seat. Our electoral law allows for candidates to contest from 2 seats. This law was changed in the 90s. Earlier, you could contest from more than 2 seats. So we have seen Mr. Vajpayee contesting from 3 seats, but in the 90s, that number was reduced from unlimited number of seats to 2 seats. So that's the other interesting part. The last part that I say is that, you know, when the EVMs start getting counted, a lot of questions are raised about EVMs and how they function and stuff. But one of the things that if you look at the electoral process and the safety and the security of EVMs, the Election Commission of India tries to make sure that each vote is secure and the way it is counted is transparent, and the numbers made available on almost a real-time basis, and that's the reason as to why we are able to see these numbers come at every
Samajwadi
level.
Party in Uttar Pradesh on 5 seats, but BJP has taken a comfortable lead in a key state of Uttar Pradesh with 80 seats, parliamentary constituencies and offing. Remember, the route to Delhi passes by Uttar Pradesh. And Anshuman Shell, Congress spokesperson, is joining us on this broadcast. Anshuman, can you hear me? Anshuman Shell? It doesn't look... Yes, he's there with us.
Yes, we seem to have Anshuman Shell with us. Anshuman, we have some early trends coming in. Roughly, we've crossed the 100 mark where the trends are concerned. What do you make of the fact that right now it is the NDA that is leading, although the Congress is not too far behind, but this gap could further narrow down or widen up as well?
Anshuman, can you hear us?
It seems we're not audible to him as yet. The connection
we'll
is
go
still
back to the
being
guest.
established. What do you make of these numbers, Aditi? Although we're showing the NDA is leading on 64 and the Congress following with about 49 now, the India Alliance is up 7 and the BJP is slightly down at the moment.
Right.
That is the BJP's alliance.
Yeah, these are interesting trends coming in. Right now, I think a wiser thing to do would be to focus on seats where we have leads. For instance, she was talking about Baramati. So Supriya Sule is leading in Baramati, and so are Nitin
Rajiv
Gadkari.
Chandrasekhar in
Thiruvananthapuram. Well, if Rajiv Chandrasekhar wins, it will be a huge upset. It will be a huge upset. It's going to be history of
Shashi Tharoor's bastion.
It is going to be history.
And for the BJP as well.
Yeah, very big for the BJP. And Tharoor is one of the safest candidates in the Congress camp. You know, he's somebody who carries that air of invincibility in his segment.
He thought that he could be in the running for Congress president as well.
He gave a tough fight to Mallikarjun Kharge despite Sonia Gandhi's backing to Mallikarjun Kharge. And not just that, Shashi Tharoor was somebody who was being asked to come in for campaigns by all Congress candidates everywhere. So he's campaigning for Manish Tiwari, campaigning for
Something
Anand
similar
Sharma.
brewing in West Bengal also on that seat where Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is trailing behind, and you have Yusuf
Berhampur,
Pathan.
yes.
And if that converts into a win, I think Mamata Banerjee will have to do a lot of introspection there. Of course.
Not Mamata Banerjee.
Adhir.
Chakshu.
Yeah, no, I think Aditi wants to make a point there, but just a very simple observation. Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is a 5-time member of parliament, a former minister in the UPA too, chairman of the Public Accounts Committee. So that, if it's an
Congress
upset,
will have to do a lot of interest.
if that happens, and we obviously have to wait and see, would be an interesting point of introspection for both sides. For the winning side, as to what were they able to, how were they able to wrest that out, and whether that is replicable.
You see, the point is that Congress refrained from fielding more prominent faces or former union ministers, barring few, and then even like the likes of the Ranjan Chaudhary and all, they are trailing.
Yeah.
Even those who are there, like Shashi Tharoor, again a safe seat, you said, they are trailing.
Yeah.
So I think what's the message here? Like, do you really have an opposition, even when we talk about these states where Congress has ruled, like Kerala?
Yeah, I do agree with you.
Uncomfortable.
if this were actually a battle of survival for the Congress, they should have put their best foot forward. They should have, fielded people like Ashok Gehlot. They should have fielded somebody like a Kamal Nath. Digvijay Singh is in fact now fighting.
Now from,
yeah, but that's fine. Congress has had a history of two people contesting from one party. It's not as though they haven't had. What I meant to say is that if it really is the watershed election for you, so important for you to revive, then you put in your best people. Mallikarjun Kharge should have contested. Priyanka Vadra should have contested. I mean, when will she ultimately enter the electoral fray? She entered the party organization on the eve of 2019 Lok Sabha elections, when she was made General Secretary UP.
Okay,
but
so
she's
this is
still
how
not
West
contested.
Bengal. Anshuman Shell is with us. So can we go to Anshuman Shell, Congress spokesperson joining us from the Congress headquarters. Anshuman, if you could hear us, what do you make of the trends? 82-57, it was neck and neck a while back, but I agree these are the trends. How optimistic is Congress as of now?
I have the trends of almost 520 seats arriving from all the corners of the country, and I would tell you that right now India Alliance is at around 260 seats and the NDA is at 235 odd seats and rest others. So we are hopeful that we'll be crossing what our leadership, what the entire India Alliance leadership told on the 1st of June, that India Alliance will be getting 295 seats to the least. So I think that the nation has already voted for the India Alliance, and that is the reason why we are seeing that massive gains in the early trends as well. And I am hopeful that we will be getting 295 seats to the least.
Okay, do you think that these sort of trends will sustain? Are you confident about that? Because that is that is not something that was conveyed by the exit polls or in general by even large portion of the populace.
See, you would be hearing the cheers from the Congress headquarters as of now. So the workers are already celebrating because I'll tell you, we are not thinking about the exit polls. We are talking about the exact polls today. Exit polls might have shown something else, but the fact is exit polls have been wrong in the past. In 2004 also exit polls were wrong, and since then in last 20 years exit polls have been wrong on so many instances. So what we feel is India Alliance is going to do very good, and India Alliance is going to form the government, and we are hopeful because we have travelled across the country. I personally have visited 22 states in these elections, and I have seen the mood of the public, and the mood of the public is in the favour of India Alliance, is in the favour of change, is in the favour of the NDA guarantees that the Congress has given, and they want to save the constitution, they want to save the reservation, they want to save the democracy in this country, and all those who want that have voted for India Alliance. And those who wanted to vote for NDA, I would mention this here on your show, that those who wanted for NDA did not have any hope. They were hopeless, and that is why you saw less turnouts in the early phases. And when the turnouts increased, it was us who pushed the turnouts because BJP voters were not coming out exactly. And I'm very hopeful, and I'm telling you that exit polls are going to fall flat today, and they're going to fall flat badly.
Okay, stay with us. 95 is what NDA looks like, leading on 95 seats in 64 India Alliance. But Anshuman, you're saying that you're getting reports from all across the country in terms of the numbers that Congress or the India Alliance is leading. That's fine. But we're also getting to hear that Shashi Tharoor is trailing behind in Kerala.
Shashi Tharoor, I personally went on that seat, and I can vouch for it that Shashi Tharoor will win by at least 50,000 margin this time around. Okay. He is winning for the 4th straight term. Rajiv Chandrasekhar was no contest for Shashi Tharoor.
What do you think? What are the reasons that you are attributing, if one has to go by the predictions that you are making, that this is going to be an unprecedented surprise where Congress leading the India Alliance will bounce back? What could be the reasons for that? See, I'm telling you, this confidence is coming from the public mood, right? So I was on the ground from last 1.5 years. My leader was on the ground for last 1.5 years. We did the Bharat Jodo, we did the Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, we did so many rallies, and across the country we have seen that people want change. People are fed up with this government. People don't want unemployment in this country anymore. But
people don't want this
there was also this conversation that who really is your leader. For example, you were fighting with your allies.
That I must tell you. That I must tell you. That
You've
is
not-
that I
you've
must
not
tell you.
even
That
heard
is
my
a no question. That is a no question. I'm telling you. India Alliance is going to get the majority. By
That's
today
fine,
evening,
but-
all the
but
India
electorate-
Alliance leaders are arriving.
Yes, all the very
Yeah,
best to
Anshuman,
you.
you're very upbeat right now, but
I just want to ask him
maybe a
one
case
thing.
of premature celebration
Yeah.
as well.
Anshuman, before we leave you, very quickly, what's the number that you're betting on now on the national broadcaster?
At least 295. 295 will be getting. I have the trends from 535 seats across the country. Right now it is 260 India, 240 NDA, and 35 others.
260. Okay, Shaina NC is with us on phone line.
260 India
Okay.
and 240 NDA.
Okay, 260 India Alliance is what Anshuman Shell of the Congress party is betting on. Do we have Shaina on the phone line? Shaina, if you could hear me.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
what
I
would be
can.
your response to Congress as of now? Congress
You know,
is Shell.
I think
Yeah.
numbers at this time are immaterial. We know that the victory in the mandate and the so-called Janadesh is that for Prime Minister Modi, and we respect the fact that the people of India have made an informed choice. Whether it was 2014, 2019, 2024, one thing is apparent. That is that the people of India have seen the world.
I think we've lost that phone line. Okay, she's there with us. Shaina, can you hear us?
Hear you very well.
Yes, yeah, go ahead,
I
go
said
ahead.
that it is the honesty and the hard work of the Prime Minister, and of course the Labhartis, where 60 crore Labhartis have benefited from the welfare schemes which have percolated down to the poorest of poor. And if at all, the opposition should take a little bit of inspiration from Prime Minister Modi, because the way the Bharatiya Janata Party has worked in Orissa, in Bengal, in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, shows you that where there's a will, there's a way. And if you actually put your mind to it and work on ground, then public will respond. And that's what the public of India has responded.
Right, we're getting to a figure of about 200 seats that we're getting trends on China and see 197 out of 543. The figures are 117 for the NDA, 4 down, 77 for the India Alliance, that's 12 up, and the rest, that is others, just 3. So what would you comment on these numbers at the moment?
I don't want to get into the number game because today is a moment of victory. And I just feel that, you know, honestly, the mandate is so historic that we should actually analyze the working style of Honorable Prime Minister and what he has done on ground, because that is the only thing that has translated into this victory.
Okay, so the breaking news right now, Shaina, if you have time, you can stay with us. BJP-led NDA has already crossed 100 mark, and wow, so 204 on 204 seats, we already have the leads there out of 543, where 100 plus leads are attributed to the NDA, 117 to be more precise, with India Alliance much behind on 82. We can also go ahead with the breakup in a while, but it's less than an hour, Gautam. It's 8:47 by our studio clock here in India. IST 205 out of 543, where NDA is on a comfortable pole position, leading on 205 parliamentary constituencies.
And in the meantime, I think we have Thiruvananthapuram flipping again now in the favor of Shashi Tharoor. So that is, it looks like a very close contest. Rahul Gandhi is leading in Wayanad, Prime Minister Modi leading in Varanasi, BJP's Ravi Kishan, as you can see on the screen, leading in Gorakhpur, BJP's Taranjeet Singh leading from Amritsar, that's the former US Ambassador, TMC Shatrughan Sinha trailing in Asansol to SS Ahluwalia of the BJP, and Kagnara north of the BJP leading in Mandi against Vikramaditya Singh, who's carrying the legacy of perhaps the tallest leader that the Congress had in a long time in Himachal Pradesh.
Yes. Aisha Khanam joining us from Bangalore, and Subhina Roy from Dibrugarh, DD India's Aisha Khanam. Aisha, over to you. So, Karnataka is one state which has, left many guessing what really happens, not really going exactly through the predictions of the exit poll, but neck and neck there, or what's the sense that you're getting?
Well, Sakal, all eyes are on Karnataka, and BJP has huge expectations from Karnataka. Remember, this is the BJP's bastion, and BJP considers Karnataka as the gateway of South to power. And this could also prove lucky for BJP this time once again. And considering the opinion polls, the BJP had predicted over 22 to 23 out of the 28 seats in this election. So the BJP is hoping for this magic number. But right now, this election, we saw this was a battle for the 5 guarantees of the state government, Congress government in Karnataka versus Modi's guarantee. So this is an acid test for the Karnataka Congress government here in Karnataka. And for the BJP has won 25 seats in the last elections, 2019 elections. The BJP had 2019 seats and the Congress had just 1 seat. So therefore the Congress feels that, you know, this is the time to improve their tally, and the Congress hoping to get into double digits.
Riding
But
high on
exit
the
polls have been very
assembly
disappointing for
elections.
the Congress, and they showed only 5 seats.
Yeah, Congress is riding high, particularly in the state of Karnataka. Subina, please stay with us. Gautam is going to come to you. But before that, I wanted to understand from Aisha, who tracks the political pulse there in Karnataka for a very long time. Now, 2 dominant, numerically dominant castes there, Vogalikas and Lingayats. This is something, the caste calculus, both parties have been heavily depending upon. But BJP had a huge challenge of the fraction-ridden cadre this time around, though they are leading on 8 seats as of now, if I'm not mistaken, in Karnataka. So, losing assembly but cylinder lead in Lok Sabha, this is the trend that the Karnataka electorate has given in the past. They know who should be their prime minister.
It's sticking to the differentiation that Karnataka's voting populace has made, Aisha, as far as the Lok Sabha, the parliamentary elections are concerned, and the assembly elections are concerned. They make a differentiation.
Yes, it has been a trend in Karnataka that they vote for assembly elections in a different pattern and for the Lok Sabha elections based on the national issues. So this time also it was no different. Although, you know, every elections we see the major discussion during these elections will be around Vokaligas and the Lingayats. Now the BJP is considered as, you know, who holds dominance in the Lingayat vote bank, whereas the Congress has its dominance in the Vokaliga vote bank, which is in the south of Karnataka, which is the old Mysore region. But this election, even the caste factor was not much discussed, because this election was all about the personality cult. The BJP in Karnataka managed to create a Modi wave in Karnataka as well. The BJP is riding high on the fact that it won 25 seats in the last elections, so it will retain this. And also on the other hand, the BJP had alliance with Janata Dal. Now remember, Janata Dal has its vote bank in the Vokaliga region. So therefore, this has benefited BJP in several Vokaliga vote belts, Vokaliga regions. So the BJP is hoping that it will attain its target of at least 23 seats in Karnataka as such. But right now, we see Prahlad Joshi, who's a union minister, who is aiming to win the 5th consecutive time, leading in Dharwad. And this has... in Dharwad, it was a very interesting election after the murder of a young college student, Neha, in the broad daylight in the college campus. This led to, you know, a slightly polarization in this region, and also there was a very clear mandate that, you know, the Karnataka government has failed in law and order.
We had the HT Ravana issue also coming up, and that made things a little more uncertain as far as Karnataka is concerned. I'll come back to you. Aisha, Subina is also waiting, but we have some breaking news coming in, because again, like I mentioned a little while earlier, Thiruvananthapuram has flipped, but what we're leading with is Prime Minister Narendra Modi is leading at the moment in Varanasi. We don't know what that lead is yet. It's early days to really consider leads, but we have Rahul Gandhi of the Congress also leading in Wayanad. This is election breaking. Amit Shah, Union Minister, Union Home Minister, leading in Gandhinagar in Gujarat. Again, it's only a question of margins here. And we've got BJP's Ravi Kishan also leading in Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh. Adding to that, we've got Taranjit Singh Sandhu leading in Amritsar of the BJP, former US ambassador, diplomat, taking to the electoral fray. and Shatrughan Sinha is training SS Ahluwalia, BJP's SS Ahluwalia in Asansol.
Also, BJP's Kangana Ranaut leading from Mandi, and Subina, if you could hear me, we stay with these winning leads, but BJP's Mansukh Mandavia also leading from Gujarat, 249 out of 543 leads are already there out on your screens, where BJP is leading in 2 states, one Uttarakhand and Rajasthan. Rajasthan, remember, clean sweep in the previous 2 editions of Lok Sabha polls. Dushyant Singh, the son of former Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje, also leading in one of the seats in there in Rajasthan. Dimple Yadav, I beg your pardon, Akhilesh's wife, leading in Mainpuri in Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh is going to be one battle or one contest to be watched out for. Former Chief Minister Omar Abdullah from Jammu Kashmir National Conference leading in Baramulla. He is fighting it out against Sajjad Lone of the People's Conference. Shubina, okay, she's not with us. Aisha is also not with us. We are going to go to them or go to our reporters in a bit. Yes, Shubina is there. If you could hear us, Shubina, can you hear us? Okay, we'll go back to her. So, tell us, Chakshu, what do you make of it? Aditi would like to.
I just wanted to come in. So the Election Commission this year is trying to catch up with the other, television channels such as yours also, and is putting out very quick leads, which is the most authentic lead available right now. So they have put out leads for 109 seats out of 543. Out of 109, BJP is currently leading at on 64 seats, and the Congress is leading on 20. SP is leading on 5 in Uttar Pradesh.
64-20.
Okay. Yeah, 64-20 is the official EC figure as of now.
Okay.
And Samajwadi Party and Aam Aadmi Party both clocking 5 leads each.
Okay.
Telugu Desam 3 leads.
I wonder if
crossed
some of them are
100 mark.
Delhi seats as well.
Delhi, BJP was leading a while back in Delhi, but meanwhile, India Alliance has already crossed 100 mark there, 149 and 107. Not really neck and neck, but it seems that the alliance is also catching up fast with the numbers, Chakshu.
Yeah, I think we were, talking to the correspondent who had some great insights from Karnataka. And since in these elections, Karnataka and southern states will be much talked about, I thought I'll point out 2 numbers.
Sure.
One is the proportion of candidates which are young candidates fielded in southern states. So I think Telangana has about 43% of candidates who are below the age of 40, and Karnataka has 32%, which is the second highest in the country, of candidates who are younger candidates.
Okay.
And now it remains to be seen, would younger voters connect or first time voters connect, because at the beginning of this election it was said the 18th Lok Sabha and people who are turning 18 should vote. So that will be interesting to see as to where do young voters go out and vote for young candidates, or do they prefer middle-aged or older candidates.
All right. So go ahead.
Okay. Gautam, we've been told that we have some breaking news coming in where Congress has, in an alliance, crossed 50 mark. Whereas as an alliance, they've already surpassed 100 figure, that's 111, that's where the alliance looks like, out of which Congress takes the huge chunk. Remember, these are just the leads. But as we stay with this breaking, Aditi, would you like to come in here? So this, one thing is very sure, that the contest is now tight. It doesn't really look like, as of now, even when we look at these initial trends, that it doesn't really look lopsided or one-sided. Congress is catching up or alliance is catching up?
No, I think restrict to the EC leads, because those are the safest, and they do show a significant lead right now for the BJP because it is 64-20.
Okay.
64 for BJP. No, only BJP.
Yes.
We only have party-wise leads on the official EC website.
So it's a good gap.
And yeah, it's a good gap because Congress is 20, BJP is 64, so that's the gap. But you must add Aam Aadmi Party and SP, which are India allies, also gaining leads on 5 each, which means 10. So which brings India alliance at 30, BJP alone at 64. So BJP is still 2 times, more than 2 times ahead of the India alliance. We'll see how these fluctuate.
Would you like to comment on this trend? I mean, sticking strictly to the ECI numbers. Very quickly, we need to wrap up this segment.
I think in first phase of counting, and if this is the trend that it shows, then we just have to wait and see as to whether it does magnify further. The trend magnifies further, or does it get reined in?
Because right now, just a few rounds, maybe 3 rounds at the most would have taken place, and there are far many more to go.
Each machine has about 1,000 to 1,200 votes, 10 lakh voters, so about 800 machines to be counted. So that's still a significant number of machines to go.
But it is nevertheless getting very exciting. It's we have out of 543, we have 200 plus leads right now. Let's take a look at the numbers. 295 out of 543 seats in which the NDA alliance has maintained a slender lead. But remember, the India alliance has already crossed 100 mark as well.
Yeah,
so we
and
take a
it
short
becomes
break
even more clearer when you look at the numbers for the BJP and the Congress individually, and then their alliances, because there's a wide gap where the BJP and the Congress are concerned. But in terms of the alliances, the gap has narrowed down. It's the allies for the India alliance that are doing much better perhaps than the Congress itself. So we'll keep tracking this very closely for all of you. Here, time to take a very short break, but we'll be back with India Decides 2024 in just a bit. Stay with us.